Everyone, I'm Kranti Samho. Welcome to OVERDRIVE. Donald Trump called it Liberation Day. I'm not sure how we're going to remember the 2nd of April 2025. Maybe as a date when the US took a U-turn from globalization and made manufacturing great again, or just a day which triggered a global trade war and slowdown. Most of the experts are still evaluating the impact of or probable impact of these tariff announcements. But in this video, we're going to discuss the impact of these tariffs on the automotive market, especially the US and the Indian automotive market, before we form an opinion or reach a conclusion. So let's start with the timeline, how it happened. What did Donald Trump say?
India, very, very tough, very, very tough. The Prime Minister just left. He's a great friend of mine, but I said, you're a friend of mine, but you're not treating us right. They charge us 52%. You have to understand, we charge them almost nothing for years and years and decades.
So what tariffs are we discussing? So there are lots of overlapping conversations happening. For example, there's a 10% tariff, which is like the baseline tariff which Donald Trump or Trump administration has announced. Except for those goods which come under the US-Mexico-Canada agreement. Then there's a 25% tariff on the automobiles and components. You must have heard about the tariff on aluminum and steel. Now the announcement has come for the reciprocal tariff.
The United States charges other countries only a 2.4 tariff on motorcycles. Meanwhile, Thailand and others are charging much higher prices, like 60%. India charges 70%. Vietnam charges 75%, and others are even higher than that. Likewise, until today, the United States has for decades charged a 2.5 tariff. Think of that, 2.5% on foreign-made automobiles. The European Union charges us more than 10% tariffs, and they have 20% VATs, much, much higher.
So the reciprocal tariff is not universal. It's 50% of the import duty charged by the country. For example, the board Trump showed at the press conference mentioned India charging 52%. And the reciprocal tariff on India is half of that, which is 26%. What we know is that the figure includes the 10% baseline tariff as well. However, the sector we are interested in, the automotive sector, falls under the 25% tariff. So it's a bit confusing, but I hope this clarifies that. So what are the impact on the Indian automotive industry? If we just focus on the export, not much, because the number is not that high. According to estimates, around 1% of our total exports go to the US. In that case, the impact will not be that extreme for Indian car and motorcycle makers. Still, you must have seen the headlines around Tata Motors shares. Why is that? The reason is JLR. Since Jaguar Land Rover is part of Tata Motors, the impact will be significant, as more than 20% of JLR sales come from the US. So that might impact the brand. However, Trump has kept the UK in the 10% tariff bracket. There might be a big impact on the component and tire industry of India, because as per reports, almost 1/3 of the component exports are to the US. Will they lose out? We can't say for sure now, as the tariff is applicable across the board, not just us. Now, will it help the US automakers? Yes and no. Why do I say that? So if you look at annual sales figure, almost 46% of the cars which are sold in America were imported. In that scenario, the tariff will make the imported cars expensive, pull the customers away, and force manufacturers to set up plants in the US. However, that cannot happen overnight, which means the brands, showrooms, and employees might suffer in the short term. American manufacturers too will not be spared either. Even the cars manufactured in the US use imported components, and the tariff might impact their prices as well. Will the component manufacturers move to the US? Maybe, maybe not. But if they don't, it will mean more expensive cars. Will it help Tesla? So we all know the kind of influence Elon Musk has on this Trump administration, but Tesla coming to India is a separate conversation, not part of the tariff announcements. You've seen how the new EV policy promotes manufacturing in India and reduces duty to just 15%. The hiring abate and showroom space for Tesla in India are still making headlines. But if there isn't a new or exclusive agreement, the impact might not be what many enthusiasts and market experts are anticipating. Even the entry-level Tesla with 15% duty will still fall in the segment, which is not a volume segment in India. So Tata and Mahindra shouldn't be worried about a Tesla costing around 35 to 40 lakhs. Yes, the charging ecosystem will develop in India, but will it be a huge bumper for Tesla? Not sure, as a global competitor BYD is already present in the Indian market and growing. What about post-tariff automotive market in India? The Trump tariff has forced everyone to evaluate their policies, look at other options and forge new partnerships in this multipolar world. As an enthusiast, I'm happy that I might get to see more options, maybe cheaper imports. But at the same time, it is going to be challenging for the Indian automotive manufacturers.